Let's march on, baby. Let's march on with Liverpool. Our inverted career mode. Our second season in League One. Still very mad about that. Very, very mad about that. But we're off to a very, very good start this season. And we will hope that it stays that way, as we are just past the transfer window closing, and we are going to try to make as much progress as possible in terms of not playing the the smaller tournaments, anything like that. We are just going to go for it. So, I got 2 essays due in the next 2 weeks. How many words? You got the old minimum word requirement? I also set up a second team. I don't know how well that formation is going to work for us, but we'll find out. We take on Morecambe in the league. I should just be able to sim this. Icon, how are you tonight, by the way? Let's quick sim this bad boy. It's Morecambe. This should be a win. Barely, but a win's a win. Bellingham, Jota, Fabinho. Take that. We will take that. Yeah, it's true. I mean, dude, it's a busy time. Like, NHL comes out soon. PGA comes out. God of War comes out. New Pokemon games come out. Like, it's ridiculous. Papa John's trophy against Sunderland COD. Well, I don't play COD, but I acknowledge it. Let's get our second team in there. Let's hope they're able to beat Sunderland. Again, I'm not really going to care about the Papa John's trophy. It's a good time for the second team to get some playing time. Not having a striker worked. Simicast gets the only goal of the game. Who knew you could win without a striker? Who knew? I like it. Oh, Kelleher. I feel like I'm ready for regular games. Oof. Kelleher might not be here too much longer. Let's go over to our scouts. We also have to set up our youth staff. I knew I was going to forget something, and I did. Let's go, actually, really quickly, let's go ahead and set up the raffle so you guys can decide where we are scouting next. It's still early enough in the month. The keyword will be sellout. The keyword will be sellout. And in the meantime, I got to go over to scout instructions. And I have to say that we are looking for a promising goalkeeper. Look for a promising goalkeeper. Boy, you guys wasted no time to type that one, huh? Jesus Christ. Sometimes like, oh, I'll take a minute to type it in. Nope. Fucking turn it into goddamn Jim Carrey and Bruce Almighty. Burning a fucking hole through your keyboard to type that one. I see how it is. Jesus. Literally. All right. Harley Irving. Your fate will be determined by Hawks. Hawks, where are we going? And most nations are available. Not all of them, but there are a lot of them. Where are we going? As well, Lethal. Hawks and Lethal, our first two. Hawks says we are going to France for the next 3 months. Lethal, we're going back to the United States of America. And our final will be Racing Jays. Jays, where are we going? We got France, we got the USA, and we're going to Denmark. Okay. All right, I'm good with that. So Denmark, the United States, and France will be our next 3 locations. Let's see. We have Coventry in the league. The famous Central American country. Exactly. All right, Jota wants to play. I didn't expect to be missing half of my team. But here we are. So congrats to Kelleher. He's going to start getting that regular playing time he wanted. Jesus. All right. Well, this isn't going to be pretty. We're going to be starting Sepp and Billy in a Premier League game much earlier than either of them should be starting a Premier League game. Holy shit. We're going to have Clarkson in. And then Fabinho, we're going to have to bring in Busquets. I mean, he's here for the season, so we might as well use him. I'll actually put him on the bench and put Henderson at CDM. And we'll have Jones in that midfield spot. Again, obviously, it's a super unorthodox formation that we have, but it is working right now. With Nunez and Jota both being in. Let's see what happens. Well-oiled machine until you start to look at the defense. Can we beat Coventry? Coventry. Darwin and Jota. Let's do it. Let's do it. You'll love to see it. JD, thank you for the reminder. Jota, you're doing great, buddy. You're doing great. Barrios. So I did go for a position change with the academy. As to see if Simon Barrios is better fit at right back. Or left back as opposed to right back. And he is. So nothing too crazy there within the academy. We have Reading in the league. Our first team is good to go. Some of the boys are a little bit tired. To be honest, it's the defense with the exception of Jude Bellingham. As weird as that is. So we are going to get Jude back in as the starter. And then we can also look to bring Joe Gomez in. This is going to be a really weird team for this game. Allison will be back. And then we don't need to worry about Jorginho, Busquets, or Dick Wood. The legend known as Dick Wood. That should be good. Crash Andrews, we love you. Twitch.tv/Crash Andrews, everybody. You know the deal. You know the deal. Let's sim this game here. 4-1. Let's go. Darwin, Diaz, Jota. That's what you love to see. And of course, our wrestling podcast at Second Turnbuckle on Twitter. 2ND Turnbuckle. You know it, you love it. Oh my God, we have a lot of games in a row. It's possible to run a 4-2-4. With this, I mean, in general, yes. With this team, could also work. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. It's just we have Bellingham with a little bit more offensive freedom as opposed to just being a defender. All right, our first team should be ready to go. Bristol City. Yeah, the reason why the formation looks funky, let's go, Bellingham and Jota, is because we have Jota as a center forward and not an outright striker, which gives us different instructions for him positionally that allows Darwin to be the main man up front and Jota. Do you watch The Simpsons from back in the day? You know, there's a certain moment with Nelson. There's a certain moment with Nelson. Let me see if I can find it. With Nelson and Martin. That's pretty much perfect. And it's this gif right here. So imagine Nelson is Darwin Nunez and Martin is Diogo Jota. That's our offense right there. Nelson's just doing his job and Jota's all over the fucking place. That is our current situation. That is our current situation. We are playing Manchester United in the league next. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be very interesting. This is an absolutely gigantic game. Premier League caliber team. They got held in League 2. We got held in League 1. Monstrous, monstrous game. They are only on 28 points. They are currently outside of the top 5. 6th place right now. Okay. Can we get the win? That Tammy, wow, look at that lineup. Tammy Abraham, Bruno Fernandes, Martial, Anthony, McTominay, Casemiro. All right, they've changed a little bit. Who was their goalkeeper again? Henderson. Come on, boys. Don't drop all 3. Ah! That's not what we wanted. Casemiro wins it 4-3. Fernandez scored in a minute. Darwin tied it. We were down 3-1. We made it 3-3, and then Casemiro won it. Damn it. Damn it. When we lose to our rivals, we are still significantly ahead of them. But not the result we were looking for at all. Not at all. We got a position change for Diabate. He jumps from a 45 to a 55. Just gonna say, I wasn't gonna say it at first, but I love trolls, man. Shout out to I Ate Genitools. Name of the night. Name of the night. Well done. Well done. Bravo. You deserve the streamers saying that. You deserve it. You do.
Highly unnecessary.
Why? I mean, come on. I have to say it. It's a fucking phenomenal name. Rackrap, thank you for the 29 months on the primer, buddy. I feel like it's been a while. How you been? I have to say a name that's that good. I'm not gonna be like, fucking stupid grumble. Like, no, it's fucking funny. Like, it's a little bit creative, like Genitools as opposed to, like the old Mike Hunt and stuff like that. Like, there's some creativity there. Manager of the month, 4 wins and a loss. We don't have to talk about who that loss was to. We'll worry about our monthly report in a minute. School started. Fair enough. Fair enough. I get you. Bonsley. Can we get back to our winning ways against Barnsley? Yes, Jesus Christ, this team offensively right now. Trent, Jota, Salah, Diaz, twice. 5-2 win. Or the boring foreskin Tim. Also a little bit more creative, though. Oh, thank God. Oh, good. United beat us, and now they want to take Busquets off of our hands. Take him. Let me get something for him. He was a free last year, an extra $7 million. An extra $7 million's not a bad little deal there if we could get rid of Busquets. And Chelsea want to bring back Jorginho. I need to try to get more money for him, though. They might walk away for nothing. But it is Chelsea. I mean, they are in the championship above us. I don't want to strengthen them too much. But I need to see if I can get them to bite a little bit. Fuck yeah, baby! Immediately, Grant Potter's like, 45? No, I agree. 60. I'll pay 15 million more. Kind of cheese because he was a free transfer, but like I said, man, if the free transfers are out there, fuck it. I don't like abusing free transfers. I didn't realize, I thought last season was like the only time the free agents were going to be out there. It turns out they're always out there. Spurs also want Jorginho. I mean, they're in direct competition with us, which is a bit of a shame. So because of that, boys, you got to pay a little bit more. Yeah, they're not going to do it. Spurs are in our division, so I can't really risk it. I don't think, and we did see that the free agent signings are nuts. I don't think I'm going to sign major free agents anymore because of how overpowered the free agent market is. Like I said, our second career mode, once we play this again in 2023, because we'll play this, then we'll take a break. That second career mode will probably be a free agent only challenge unless they patch this. Yeah, like Arnautovic is still out there. I don't know if Messi would still be out there like he was. Crap, you do, but I don't even bother with the training because it's overpowered. Is Messi still a free agent? Yes. Unsigned at an 85 rating. So they have to fix that. I am not going to abuse the free agent market. You know, Jorginho, Busquets, De Vrij, they will be the only ones that I bother to sign, because that's easily abusable. Like, that's bad. That is bad to see Messi sitting there. Busquets off to Manchester United. Now, I will say as well, it could be because of the inverted leagues and nobody can afford him necessarily, but maybe not. So we sell Busquets off to United. Imagine Messi on Liverpool. I wouldn't want him at this stage, because he is going to inevitably fall off a cliff out of nowhere. Just one day, it's going to be like, oh shit, he's not really Leo Messi anymore. And that would be sad. We start off in France with, the great Central American region of France, Joseph Sanchez. There's Baptiste Young, Victor Paul, Axel Blondel, and Clement Walter. We'll hold off on signing any of those options. Next up from America, Zach Thompson, Ben Powell, Garrett Williams, Carson Stewart, Noah Bennett. Devin Davis, nobody from America either. Damn. And Denmark with Thompson Jacobsen. Not going to sign him yet either. Emil Bertelsen. Felix Fredriksson. Tristan Lund. Marius Lassen. Christian Nielsen. And Henrik Olsen. We did not sign a single player. Not a single player. That was the first time that's happened. And confirmed Jorginho's going back to Chelsea for 60 million. You'll love to see it. Apparently I could have made 1.1 million more. But yeah, I'm not going to abuse the free agent market, because holy hell. Literally sign people, hold them for a year, sell them, like, oof. Oof. So Jorginho goes back to Chelsea. And that really allows us in January to bring in a powerhouse midfield signing if need be. That said, we are doing very well in the league this year so far. I mean, we're 3 points clear of Spurs. Newcastle, though, are right there, too. I think we're going to need that signing. But with this formation, who the hell would it even be if we're running Jota and Nunez at the same time? You know? We're going to have to make a rough decision on kind of what happens next. Sheffield United. Oh, fuck, that's right. The team's a little bit wonky. The team is going to be a little bit wonky here. Yet again, so Simicast is in. Gomez will play with Kanate. Trent is out for Malo Gusto. We'll have Sepp and Billy on the bench. So it's really only the back line that's affected, but still not totally ideal. Sheffield United. 5 at the back for them. They got Ryan Brewster up top, too. Let's quick sim this bad boy. Point's a point, but would have been nice to get all 3. Not the worst case scenario, but certainly not the best. Also, we should go see who won the Euros. I just remembered that happened. Let's go see who won the European Championship, which is obviously well over at this stage. I cannot see who won the Euros. I guess I advanced too far? Never mind. That's fucking weird, though. Huh. Well, that's a shame. I don't know. I thought for sure it used to be that way, right? Where you could just look throughout the year if it happened in that time frame, but all right, we have Norwich. First team is ready to go. Can we beat Teemu Pukki? Pukki scored goals from Darwin, both of them, in fact. And we get a nice 3 points. excuse me, before taking on two of our biggest rivals at this stage. Newcastle and Spurs back to back. Not easy. Not easy. These are very important games. What can we do at St. James's Park? That's a big win. That's a big win right there. They scored first. Shota got red carded 2 minutes in. Salah, Darwin, and Andy Robertson. So we played a man down for that entire game, essentially. Still got the win. Not bad. It is Tottenham next. They are in the same position as us, where they have to be incredibly frustrated. Like, incredibly frustrated to still be in this league. We're going to move Jones over to right center mid for the game. And we'll hope that Curtis can do the job here. At home against Tottenham, 1 point difference between the two teams right now. Can we get a crucial win? A draw is not the worst. As long as it's not a loss. Goals for Salah and Bellingham. Human Son gets the 2 for Spurs. So, could have been worse. Certainly. Again, we'll just let the youth squad continue to hang out for now. We are into December. So we'll be able to take a look at the kind of scouts options right now. So looking for that promising goalkeeper, and apparently literally only one of them was found, Gavin Bazunu. How is he the only promising goalkeeper that you've found so far? World-class center back, in case we wanted to keep an eye out on a potential Virgil replacement down the road. There are a lot of center backs to look at. Esri Konsa's not quite him. Like, we're talking like best in the world who doesn't play. I mean, Tomori's out there, could bring him to England. Like, we're talking a Tomori type. Like, one of the best in the world that we wouldn't have to take away from like a Juventus. Because we're going to have the money for it. Honestly, Pau Torres, we can shortlist him. Nico Schlotterbeck. Would have been nice to get him, but he did go to Real Madrid recently. Christian Romero. Robin Lenormand. Of Roma. Could go for him. Alessandro Bastoni from Inter. Olivier Boscagli. Only 5'11" for a center back. It's a bit short. Not to be heightest. Oh, Tapsoba at a 75. That's not bad. 75 at 85. We do love ourselves a Belgian around here. Let's take a look at some of these guys. Max Kilman. Like, there's no way he's going to have a crazy rating. Such a great signing for Arsenal in this game. Goddamn. Nick Shula. Jonathan Tah. Kimpembe. A regen. Pedro Araujo. Ben White. Skriniar's there. Milinkovic. John Stones, who plays for Sevilla now, apparently. Joseph Aidoo. Take a look at him. Gabriel for Atletico. That might be Thiago Silva regen. I'd believe that. I'd believe that. Nunez Akanji went to Spurs. Marcos Senesi on Bournemouth. Okay. William Saliba, who went to Leicester. Honestly, since he's off of Arsenal, I'll consider it. Mohamed Salisu on Southampton. This is Greek dude on Stuttgart. Maxence Lacroix. Take a look at him. Take a look at Axel here as well. A lot of these younger guys where it's like, okay, just how good are they? Number 2 guys that I screwed up not scouting. Max Kilman was the other one. All right, so I mean, in terms of like the Virgil replacement, we're looking okay. The Mohamed Salah replacement is also an interesting conversation. Leao's there on Milan. He's a left wing, but he is right-footed. So, I should be able to move him over. We'll put him on the short list. Christian Pulisic is out there on Chelsea, but I'm going to leave him there. We got Mahrez, Harvey Barnes. Noah Lang on Dortmund. Don't think he's going to be good enough. He's only an 83. You got Diaby at an 88, but left-footed. I prefer my right wingers to have, the preferred foot be their right foot. Saka doesn't really work. Baku's on PSG, so we'll avoid him. Chiesa. Bergman, 85 at 27. Jesper Carlson's only an 83. Cody Gakpo. He's 25. He's an 87. Jesus Corona. There's Asensio. Ousmane Dembele. Rafinha, who went off to Barcelona. Rafinha was one of my main players to get in the past couple of games. Jeremy Pino. Take a look at him. From Las Palmas, Alberto Malero. Or yeah, something like that. St. Maximin's only an 83. Buendia, Kingsley Coman. It's Terrier, who's at an 84. Jeremy Doku. 81 at 22. That's not that bad, but do we really want to develop somebody, Kulusevski was sold to Juventus. Alexis Vega is a free agent. I'm not going to be able to scout him. Like I said, I really don't want to abuse the free agent market. We got Sarr at 26. We'll look at him. Emil Smith-Rowe on Atletico, but we could look to bring him back. England, Ferran Torres will avoid. Wilfried Zaha, he's the same age as Salah. Dan James, can't imagine as the Salah replacement. Glyphos 31. Ritsu Dones, a left-footed option. Neymar's fucking gigantic forehead. Steffi Mavididi. Good look at him. Rashford's on PSG. Berardi. Politano. You got Lookman, who again, I can't imagine being good enough to potentially be viewed as a Salah replacement. Ansu Fati. Still maybe the best name. That's it. That's it. And then if we were to look for world-class centre-backs, I'm going to shortlist Bazunu as the goalie. If we were to look at our world-class centre-back options, which we already did, actually. It was the world-class midfielder, the world-class winger. Did I look at world-class midfielder? I did not. I skipped that one. All right, this is the last thing that we got to look at. To bring in a potential playing partner for Jude Bellingham here. So we'll rule out the rivals. Mario Götze is a bit too old. There is our favorite Hungarian here from Leipzig that we can go after. Give me a second here. We'll take that. Let's look at Dominique. Fabian's 28. 84, you got Guendouzi out with Marseille. We could bring him back to the Premier League, potentially. Again, Marco Reus is a free agent at 82 overall still. That dude's more of a CDM. I'm not quite looking for a Fabinho. Sucks to know you have house rules concerning free agents in the academy, not just abuse the game. I mean, abusing the game can be fun, certainly. But it's one thing to, like, abuse the game. It's another thing to just be like, oh my god, like, what the hell is happening here? Like, it shouldn't be this easy to abuse the game type of thing, you know? Like, there's levels to it. Boubacar Kamara, but he's an outright CDM. Danny Olmo's name pops up again. Florian Witz's name is still on our radar. Renato Sanchez. Damn. Could have been. Pogba, Vitinha will avoid. I mean, fucking Barella for Inter. He's the Barella, actually. I mean, he's Italian, Weston McKennie, but I'm going to try to avoid taking players off of Juventus. Coop Miners, still a great name. Okay. I mean, whoops. I guess we weren't done. It looked like I wasn't going to be allowed to move up anymore. That was weird. There we go. Back to where we were. Isco, Kovacic, Saul, Frankie de Jong. Conor Gallagher could bring him back. Full of cake. Take it easy. Appreciate you hanging out as always. Conor Gallagher moved to Villarreal, so we could pick him up. Bring up this Turkish dude. Zubamendi's at an 84. That's not that bad. De Bruyne, of course, still on City. Tielemans is out there, and we almost moved for him before the window closed. James Madison's 28, so wouldn't go for Odegaard. I mean, honestly, Wolves are in such a weird spot that I'm not against going after Ruben Neves. João Palhinha, but he's 29. Declan Rice doesn't quite fit. Mateus Nunez. Because Wolves love their Portuguese players. We sold Thiago to Wolfsburg. That was a very good decision. His values dropped even more in that short time since. Tonali, Davide Fratesi. It's not bad. There's Elmas, Beltran, Pedri, Chouameni that we won't bring in. I think we're finally running out of options here if we want a younger guy to build around. Brahim, could we bring you in? Also, Claudio Manu Kone. Let's bring him in. Got Morgan Gibbs-White from Nottingham Forest. Musiala. I mean, Atletico Madrid are a pretty big team, but I mean, obviously, but I don't know if I'm going to consider them in the same class as like Barca, Real Madrid in terms of the fucking wonder kid reputation they get. Adrian Rabiot, I don't want your mother to be here. Oliver Skip is a free agent. 24 years old, free agent. So yeah, either this challenge really screws up the game. Like, really screws up the game. Or the game itself is really screwed up. I mean, yeah, like, look at these options, you know? It's nuts. It's nuts. All right, so we got our scouts working on bringing in some players. We are still in first place. FA Cup against Reading is next, which is a little bit scary because I don't even know what the hell our team looks like at this point. I really don't.